Hi folks, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. Okay, so we're going to be going over so this is, so for people that are brand new to my channel, there's a lot that are, this is my Nook reading tablet. This is the one that came out, um, maybe it might have been a year or 2 years ago. I don't really know exactly when it came out, but it is not a old device by any stretch of the imagination. I did a review of the Nook Low Life 4 Plus, but this is the Nook reading tablet, and a smaller version of this device is available at Barnes& Noble to purchase. I absolutely don't want it because this works. This particular device works. It I can read my books, I can download books, all that type of stuff, and they teamed up with Lenovo, and it basically bypasses the Play Store rules where you can purchase or you can acquire books from it. But down here, right over here, this is the book that's coming out, I believe, next month. So I wanted to read it, and by the way, this cover is beautiful. So I am going to um, just, do the review. Okay, alright, good. So this is called A Scar in the Bone by Sophie Jordan. Now, this is the second book in the series. I don't know exactly what the series name is, but it is about a woman who is now living among the dragons. She happens to be a dragon herself. The thing about it is that she can go from being human to dragon, and the thing about dragons is they have purple blood compared to humans having red blood. And one of the biggest things that they have to learn how to do is to mask the color of their blood by turning it red instead of purple. So this is a romantasy, even though there is some moments in the book, like 2 moments, um, the romance is not really integral to the plot of the book. It is the stuff that is important to people who love fantasy, and that is the fantasy aspects of this book. Now, the sequel to this one, A Fire in the Sky, someone on BookTube was like, I absolutely hated the book, and she spent, I think, well over an hour talking about how much she couldn't stand the book. And I got the book because she hated it. And I ended up really enjoying it, and so I said, well, there will come out a second book. When it comes out, I'm going to pick it up. And I will say I am so glad that I did. I'm so glad that I did. So she is trying to learn how to live among the dragons, and of course how to master things like making your blood be red, uh and and fighting and living among them and everything. And her husband, Fell, is really not in the book, except for as we get closer to the end, he appears. Um, she is devoted to her husband. She's loyal to her husband. And what she finds out is that Fell's brother, I cannot pronounce his name, he is now the Lord of the Borderlands, and he is a tyrant. He kills people. He just does not care at all for human life. She absolutely is horrified by what happened, and of course, the people that she's with, when they come upon these bodies, they do bury a couple of them because they're just dead bodies. They're not a danger to anybody. These dragons have a complete and absolute hatred for humans for obvious reasons, and they absolutely hate witches. She does not understand why there's this hatred for witches, because like, she's, first of all, she's never encountered one, and two, they've never done anything to her personally. She does encounter a witch in the form of a little girl, and she absolutely just thinks that trying to hurt a little girl is wrong. They don't actually do it, they more like hide from her and stuff. So Fell's brother is trying to prove to his men that this woman is a dragon, that the dragons are alive and everything, and they don't believe him. They don't believe him, especially when he basically tries to kill his sister-in-law, and he goes and he sheds blood, royal blood, which is a violation of order in this world. You cannot touch a royal. If you're married to a royal, you cannot lay a finger on her, you can't beat her, you can't cut her, you can't do any of that type of stuff. You have to show her respect. And when he raises his weapon and she gets between it and she gets hurt, he just broke the treaty between these two places. There's a lot of really great moments. I love the description of the different types of characters. This book has really been just as amazing as the first book. The depictions of places and just how people's hatred for dragons, especially if your brother-in-law happens to hate them, can turn people into monsters or show that they always were. So, all in all, absolutely loved this book, and I'm definitely looking forward to the third book. I think that it was definitely worth the money. It was $2, which is not super expensive by any stretch of the imagination. And yeah, it was just a really great book, and I'm really glad that I picked it up. So I'm going to go and take a picture of this. Okay. But yeah. So, yep. So I'm going back to that. Yeah. And now that's what it looks like. So we're just gonna archive it. And there we go. Alright, so the next book that I'm reading is going to be Darkness Unknown by Selena A. I cannot pronounce the name. It was one of the free books. I want to also say what I do, because I'm now down to 132 books. So what I'm actually going to do is start counting. I'm going to do book number 30 on here, because there's like 132. So okay, so number 30 is going to be the Cupcake and Murder box set. So we're going to upload that. And it is... Alright, let's see here. How many... This is books 1 through 3. So because this is 1 through 3, I am actually going to just read the first book. And then I will pick another book. So, Alright. And there we go. Okay. Alright. So yeah, so see here, on June 26th, I will do a 1.5 year review of my Nook tablet, and that's what I will do. So let's see how many chapters are in this book. Ooh, I like the thing here. It's really nice. So let's see how many chapters are in this book. There is 31 chapters. Okay, cool. Okay, that is my video for tonight. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.